Hi, welcome back to Corporate Classy, but Please Come Correct podcast. I am your host, Alberta Thomas, and I know it's been a couple of weeks since I've launched another episode, but I want to make sure I come back. I'm getting back in the groove of things and just share it with you all on what's been going on over the last couple of weeks, how I had to take a moment, I had to digress, I had some scares that happened. I had so much going on. And let's not talk about on top of all of the election and all of that was going on. So over the last couple of weeks, it has been crazy, but I'm going to unpack it with you today and just let you know what that experience was like, right? So I will start off by saying thank you to everyone who's been checking on me, who's been sending me text messages in my DM saying, hey, when you gonna launch your next episode? Hey, what's going on? Because I know it's been a couple of weeks, and I'm like, look, when life be lifing, and I talked about this before, we have to make sure that we stop. Place yourself on a hold. But what I really want to do is find out a way on when life actually happens. How can I fight and progress through those moments, right? Because it gets extremely hard when you are wanting to go ahead, look forward, continue your day as you normally do what you want to do, record a podcast, do all of these things. But when life actually just boop, like stop you, you have no choice but to like wait, flag on a plate. Okay. And so that's what happened to me over the last couple of weeks. And me really understanding like maybe there are points where you don't work, but how do I place something in those voids of me feeling like I don't have the energy, I don't have the space, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I just don't know what to do. And so all of those things, and I'm like, oh my God, how do we progress? And so what I adore and I love the most is me being able to hope for a little bit, but realizing the amount of love and the support that I have from my family back home in the South, but also my family, my community here in Oregon is so strong. And I'll continue to talk about those things as I continue to navigate life when things happen and all that good stuff. So let's tell you guys what's been happening over the last couple of weeks, right? So I went home maybe I can't remember, but a few weeks ago, I went home. My cousin was graduating to become an RN. Yay, I'm excited for her. She worked so hard. So I went home for a few days to be able to be there to celebrate all of the goodness that she had going on. So I was able to spend time with my family, my mom, my sister, my nephew, my brother, my sister-in-law, my cousins. I was able to see my people for just a quick moment, right? But I also realized in that moment that my mom, she seemed like she was a little down, like she was tired, like she was exhausted, and all of those things. And I'm like, wait, Ma, you okay? Like, are you good? And she's like, yeah, I'm good, just tired. So me in my mind, right? I'm thinking, typical my mom worked. She's a hardworking woman. I think that's what I get it. That's where I get it from. She worked long hours. And I'm like, oh, maybe she's just tired. Maybe she worked all week and just maybe she's exhausted. And so I ended up coming back home to Oregon, of course. And maybe a couple of days later, I got a phone call from my sister that my mom was in the hospital. We don't know what's going on yet, but she's in a hospital. And I'm like, oh my God, like, do I hop on a plane? Do I go? What is happening to my mom right now? Right. And so that scared the living crap out of me, y'all. So as the time kind of progressed on through the day, the next day, I'm coming to find out my mom had a massive heart attack. Isn't that wild? Right. Had a massive heart attack and she didn't know. She didn't know. But the beautiful thing is, I am so honored and grateful that my cousin was able to see her. And she recognized that mommy didn't look good, like she looked like she was sick, and made my mom go to the hospital. Took my mom to the hospital immediately. So I'm like, my God, she doesn't know how much I adore her for just taking the control over that moment and over my mom. Because here's the thing, back in the day, old folks are like, we got it. We're good. We're strong. We got it. But sometimes it's more than that. And I'm glad my cousin slash sister was there to recognize and identify those things and urge her and take her and took control of that moment and got my mom to the hospital. So I live in Oregon, as you guys know. My home is South Carolina. Imagine being that far away from home, right? And how quickly I wanted to book the flight and go right back home. But in that moment, what got me was my sister. My sister is a realist, and even when things are tough, I don't think she realized how realistic she is and how it is good. She thinks ahead, she thinks proactively. I do too, but my sister has a different viewpoint on things. And she's like, well, what's this? Wait a minute. Your siblings are here and you're connected to the doctors, you're connected to me, your siblings, your cousins, like we're taking care of mom just fine. And hope for a minute. So imagine your sister or your sibling is telling you, wait a minute, don't come home yet, but your mom in a hospital because she had a massive heart attack. Imagine how me being way over there, how that really impacted me. I didn't know what to do. Like I'm here and I didn't know what to do. No, I went from crying, I went from angry, I went from upset, I went from blaming myself for being over here. I went through so much freaking emotions. But the reality is that I had the support of my family here. I had the support of my sister and my siblings and all of my family back home, where it's like, well, wait, see, I know this is tough for you, but we would love to have you here to help out when she actually, get out of recovery. Because kind of to move forward a little bit, my mom ended up having triple bypass surgery on her heart. And that's one of the scariest shit. But the reassurance of my friends who had experienced this really helped me and myself kind of calm down and kind of process some things. So the experiences from my friends who just recently experienced this, from the support that I had here and my sister, just making sure that even though I'm so far away, that I am that I'm still connected, right? So, and one thing I think that kept going on off in my mind was, well, damn, am I gonna regret not being there for my mom? What if something happened? What if she don't have a good surgery? What if I think worst case scenario in any situation, which is it's good and it's a bad thing, but I think worst case scenario, one thing that I didn't want to feel is guilt if something was to happen. But the beautiful thing is that even though I already put that concept in my mind, I just get this when I pray, when I process things, when I get into my meditation modes, I just got this sense of feeling and a sense of comfort over me that my mom was gonna be okay and that I didn't need to like rush. Listen to what your sister is telling you to do. Like she's actually right. Don't rush. And I got this sense of comfort that came over me when I prayed. And that really helped me a lot too. It's a connection that I can't really explain unless You've been through it, but it's one of those things where I felt like I was protected and I was doing the right thing and that continue to be positive, but don't dwell on the what ifs, right? Just listen to your intuition, listen to the ones around you that um, are only telling you valid things, right? And so that for me was very traumatic. I'm not even gonna lie. If you know me, and you've been around me and you're like in my really close clique, I like to say, I am very emotional. I cry about everything. But not really. But I cry when I get frustrated, when I get angry, when I'm happy, I'm crying. I'm just a crying baby. I low key am. If you don't know me, you haven't really experienced the vulnerability. And I think I've shared a lot of my vulnerability on my platform here, but I never really have too much emotions. And I also feel like I never had to go through something where was in the process of maybe losing someone that was so close and so connected to me. So I think it was some of that in there. And I had so much emotions. I'm like, for me, it was the first time I realized what it feels like to lose or potentially lose someone who is connected to you that's so sick when you didn't know they were sick or you didn't know that they were feeling this. And it just happened all out of the blue and it was unexpected. And so for me, hurt, I hurt so bad in that process and I just didn't know what to do. But for me, I understand what true love is for your mother, what true support is from family, from friends, from my partner, from my close people that's even close who I call my sisters. I know what love, true love really is with the support and the backing and I honor those things. This also taught me so much. It taught me from the things that I eat, right? Be cautious of things that you eat. It taught me how I don't want to experience something like this so young. It taught me so much things in it, and it taught me how to value the relationships that I have and continue to show up for the relationships that I have with my family, with my friends, people who are close with me, work, whatever the case may be. It taught me so many things. And on top of me reading this amazing book that I'm reading, and I shared it on my platform, maybe I need to gift that book. I need to do something. Maybe I can gift that book to someone because it's amazing. It's an amazing book. I'm still like on page 30, so don't judge me. But it's one of those things, one of those books that you don't just rush through. But I've been going through that process too. So going through that book, going through my mom having surgery and me being so far away, and going through how to move forward when it's so tough and you're not connected to anything that's around you. And so these last couple of weeks has been insane. It's been so overwhelming. And I'm not going to sit here and act as if the election didn't happen, right? That for another episode that's going to be featured on Unfiltered Fridays. And I'm going to talk about that too here in a moment. But just going through the emotion of the election and all the things that experienced leading up there to the election, leading during the election and the aftermath right now, right? Of what we're currently in. So the emotional standpoint for me as an individual, I had to process that stuff, and that required me to hope for a moment and really sit in the moments, whether I was angry, whether I was sad, whether I was happy. My emotions was all over the place. It was horrible. Grateful that I was able to navigate that, all of those emotions with a sense of peace and a calmness. And, over the last, month? I would say I have this additional peace and calmness that that came over me. that is also a part of me. And it's a beautiful thing when you are really working on just becoming better, right? Understanding still what your role is as an individual and understanding how important it is to make sure that you understand that like it's bigger than you. This life, this world that we're living in right now, it's bigger than you and it's bigger than I. And so, me really tapping into the unselfishness of myself and growing. And I think, too, as we get older and we continue to grow and you get different experiences and life open you up to so many other things, like you understand that life is so much bigger than what you want. And it can't always be me, 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 me. Now, I'm not saying don't put yourself first and don't be happy. That's not what I'm saying in this moment. What I'm saying is, what are you going to do for the next person or the next big thing or something else that doesn't require just you involved? And so for me, one thing that I took in, and I talked to my friend slash life coach the other day about this. One thing that I'm really taking in as an individual is embracing the love that I'm getting in all forms. Because I think we take those things so lightly. Like, embrace the love that you're getting, embrace the people that show up for you in and out every single day. Embrace the ones who you probably not talking to every day, but you know all you have to do is pick up the phone and they're there. How do you stay connected to people like that and build and add? So, continuing to grow your mind and making sure you're not content and that you're not stale and that you're not just sitting and being and waiting for shit to happen and waiting on things to come to you. Go actively work. Go get things popping. Go invest. Go connect with people who want to grow. And go connect with people who understand that it is bigger than just you. And if you can't get out of that selfishness, you're gonna always be where you are. You're gonna have little things that hinder you, or you're gonna have blockage that continues to block your blessings and your love and the things and all the goodness. So in this season, in this time in Alberta, moving forward with life and continuing to learn and to grow, it's embracing all the love and the support that I get because I need it. It keeps me going. What reassures me and keeps me going is that I can be better for the next person. I can do for the next person. And that's the only way we're going to be effective. And that's the only way things are going to continue to grow. Whatever community you want to look at, whether it's growing as women, whether it's growing as a Black woman, African American, white, whatever. How are you gonna be that person? How are you gonna be better for the next person? How are you gonna be better for the community that you're serving in? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do differently? So I'm just embracing the space that I'm in. I'm embracing the growth. I'm embracing the love that I continue to give myself. I'm embracing what's the word? I'm embracing the grace that I give myself as I'm continuing to grow. And it's a beautiful thing. And so that's kind of going to sum up what the last couple of weeks have been for me, and that I am slowly getting back in my groove because life is life. And I think we need to be able to be vulnerable and have moments and conversations like this because you never know when someone else got something going on. You never know what they got, what's happening in their life. And maybe they don't want to talk to you. Maybe they want to listen to your platform. Maybe they want to listen to you tell what you got going on. Open it up. Open up to people, the ones that's going to be good, right? And even if they're not good, maybe they can learn something from you. We're not going to shy away from the potential of them growing as people. But that's kind of what I've been going through and am in a better place, and I'm in a better place now because my mom is in a better place. I'm so excited. I'm actually going to spend some time with her. I head out in the next couple of days to go down south, and I'm going to be spending some time with my mom and my family. Really, I just want her to know how much, one, she scared the shit out of me, okay? Two, how much I adore her for her strength. I adore her for the fight that she put in, not just these last couple of weeks, but just in life. And I adore her for giving me so much good qualities where I'm able to give my love and those same qualities to someone else. And so let's flip gears really quickly because I do want to take a moment to let you guys know. And I kind of launched it about a month or two ago that, Umoja, my man, and I are going to be doing spin-offs of, pretty much presented by the Corporate Classy podcast, but it's called Unfiltered Fridays. It would be live, and it's actually live on Patreon right now. You don't have any access to any content. It's not there yet. I'll let you know when the content drop, but you can go ahead and join the community. You can go ahead and download Patreon, Filter Fridays. We are there. You can subscribe where you get all of our episodes will be only housed there. So if you're not a part of the community, you will not have access to that content, okay? And if you know my man, you know that he is unfiltered, okay? But in this space, what you're actually going to get is very rawness. You're going to get the real. You're going to get the unapologetically honesty. You're going to get all of that good stuff with us. And the only way you get access to those episodes or be a part of our private community, exclusive interactions that we're going to have behind the scene content. Y'all going to get our merch on a discounted price. The only way you're going to be able to get access to those things is if you subscribe to the No Filter Lounge. And guess how much it is a month? Currently, we got it starting off at only $5 a month. That's only $5 a month. So in order to have access to this, you go ahead, subscribe. I will get it posted out there. You'll see it coming soon and all of that good stuff. But I just wanted to make sure I open up to you guys to let you know what has been going on. Life has been life and let you know what we have working on for you because we need more spaces like that. We need to build our community. We're looking to grow it. We're looking to do really big things with it. So again, thank you for tuning in to Corporate Classy, but Please Come Correct podcast. Make sure you subscribe to our Patreon. That's on Patreon, Unfiltered Fridays. Make sure you subscribe to all of my YouTube, my social medias. You'll see me out there, Corporate Classy podcast. But until next time, peace.